What the heck? I thought we were live this whole time. I thought I told it to go live. Why didn't it go live? I don't remember telling it to stop going live. Yeah, it went live. Why did it... How is it not live all of a sudden? That's so weird. I don't know what... I don't know when it stopped being live. I don't know when it... What the last thing you guys heard was. Ugh! Ooh, that's infuriating. How long was it? Okay, well. That's frustrating. I don't know how that happened. I don't know when that happened. Interesting. 6 minutes ago. So it ran for like a minute? That's so weird. We'll get out of this. We'll get out of this thing. Okay. I don't know what that is. I've done something. Alright, there we go. Alright. Now it's all working again. I don't understand what's going on. Okay, so basically, our plans for Extra Life 2026 are this here. Tabletop Appreciation Weekend is going to be April 10th through the 12th. We're doing our event on April 11th. First session of Exiles of Asgard will be then. Then Extra Life Game Week sounds like it's going to be mid-November, so we're shooting for our game weekend to be November 14th and 15th. Day one of that will be LAN Party playing Icarus. Day two of that will be resuming Exiles of Asgard, finishing that story. So there's that information there. We're going to go away now. But I'll be posting that on socials later. Alright. That is so annoying. I wonder how that... I don't understand how that happened. Off to a good day. I finished a painting today. And then stream just stopped working. Randomly on me. Whatever. Alright, we got an E in the right place. Might be another E somewhere in there. I would love to do Pearl, but we know there's not an A. What's some other words? Some other words that are going to use that E that don't have an A, don't have a T, don't have an S, don't have an M. Might have another E. I want to get a CH. I'm going to try a CH. It's a pretty common combination. But where? Because it's not peach, obviously. No way. Well, poach, because that would be spelled entirely different. Maybe I need to get off that. Try that. See what happens. Nothing! It was bad. Alright. So there's not two E's. Probably a different valve in there somewhere. What is going on? Internet is being garbage. We pay good money to have pretty good internet. And because my wife is a software engineer, so when she works from home, she needs to have good internet. So we pay for that. I mean, we know what it is. My computer's old. But, alright. Oh, okay. There we go. That'll do it, I guess. All right. You're wondering why I'm not talking, but it's because we're in an ad break. Trying to avoid saying too much during the ad break. Tasker. Obviously, taskers. And we're back. That was the end of the ad break. All right, cool. All right. On key. So this is music? Music terms? Maybe just piano terms? I could see setlist being part of the pentagram. Okay. So the thing is, it would have to go up. So I need to start somewhere down here. I don't see anything down there. That would make sense for that. Yet. I may yet see something, but If you see something, feel free to tell me. Yeah, I'm excited. So the I guess that's a badge card. I'm pretty excited about that. I explained the setup for the story to my wife, and she was like, "Oh, like Once Upon a Time," which I had not been thinking about it in those terms. But she was recently rewatching the show, so she, it was fresh on the mind. But she's not wrong. I was thinking about calorie or something. I don't see a way to do that. Because the characters are going to be, they're humans, mortals who wake up one day with the memory of just like this life. I mean, a normal human life, Everyone around them remembers them being just like a normal mortal person. They have a normal modern life, They're waking up in a normal modern home. Maybe with wife and kids, or spouse and kids, or a job and all this other stuff. But they also wake up that morning with a distinct memory of life as an Asgardian god, as a Norse deity. So, they have these two lives in their heads, and they got to figure out what's going on with that and why that's happening. So it's like everyone around them recognizes them as just, Joe so-and-so. But the person who has memory of being Thor, if they see the person who has memory of being Odin, they're going to recognize, hey, that's Odin. And that person's going to recognize them and say, oh, that's Thor. So, like, something's up with that. But they got to figure that out. They got to figure out what's going on, why it's going on, and how to undo whatever's going on. I'm really struggling with this, man. Rock. I think it might be relevant. Not like bands. Oh my goodness. No, because there's a B, but there's no A. I don't know. I'm gonna use a hint. I'm gonna do it. What is this? it. Oh, so this is like musical notation. Okay. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, then. Okay, so like flat, sharp. What do we got here? There's some trumpet music here. Like 7. Oh, alma mater. This is. They have 2 copies of the first trumpet. Alma mater. Why do I still have this? Why do I still have 2? Okay. What are some other marks that are in here? This one's got carrots. All right. No. Why am I not coming up with anything here? Wait. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Okay. Because did it say I already found it? Yeah, so no, it didn't say that the first time. It said there wasn't. Okay, so I think it's got to be, which means that it's probably part of the spanogram. Okay, okay, okay. I don't know. That's it. Alright, that's not part of that. I was wildly incorrect. I don't. That's just simple. It's not even like music. It's like on the keyboard. Okay. Fine. Guess I'll put this in there. Here. But I don't need that right now. That was actually kind of disappointing. That it's like, oh, it's just symbols on the keyboard. Oh, okay. I thought we were doing something really cool with it. But that was okay. It's not called a hashtag. Like that's. Like I don't think that's what the symbol is actually called. It's definitely not what it has historically been called. Like it had different names. You know, the key was on the phone was the pound key. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's called. I think its actual name is pound. Alright, we can call it the hashtag. The social media. Lodge house board. Third Amendment. Government cannot require us to quarter soldiers. Okay. Important historical lesson. All right. Mince cube, hash, dice, cut up the food. Yeah. Iron, wood, cutter, wedge, or type of 12 clubs. There you go. Card lane, hole, foam. What do I think that one is? Cold? No. Cold foam and cold card. No, that's not cold card. I don't know. What is it? Memory. Oh. Memory foam? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what that word is. Now that I say it out loud. I feel stupid. Alright. I'm looking forward to Icarus. I've never played Icarus, so some of the people in the server have played Icarus. I'm gonna tilt this slightly up. There we go. So you can see more of that bit of hair that's sticking out weird. I gotta deal with. Ooh. How we do. I didn't even see what this order. Let's go in if we didn't go order. Pen, right. 5. Open AI product, create video quotation. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, what's up, bud? Oh, good. Yeah, I'll be there in a little bit. Let me finish my trivia game, and we'll get that set up. 585 BCE. Two armies stop fighting after a solar eclipse, terrified that it's a divine signal. They make peace. That's cool. Karl von Frisch wins the first Nobel Prize award for studying animal behavior. The discovery beasts communicate by dancing and shaking their bottoms. Definitely after 585 BC. Fleeing the British, the Continental Congress moves the U.S. capital to Lancaster, PA for one day. The main legislative business is where to run next. Lancaster. I've been to Lancaster. Not much. Not as much as people would think I would. Because I tell people I'm from PA and they're like, oh, you from over by Philly or in Lancaster? No, I'm not. I actually live closer now in New England. I actually live closer to Philly now than I did when I lived in PA. But, you know, driving. And probably by mileage, I don't know. But, definitely by my driving time. His family becomes the first to sell toothpaste tubes. Oh. Simon Schuster published his first book of crossword puzzles. The game becomes so popular and addictive that detractors deem it a menace to society. I feel like it's going to be after this. Defying Catholic fasting laws, some people in Zurich choose to eat sausage during Lent. It sparks a Protestant Reformation in Switzerland. That's hilarious.
What are you doing?
I'm doing the timeline. Germany bars its citizens from eating sausages. Sausage casings are used to make the skin of military airships. Zeppelins are needed on the war front. Could you let the dogs out, please? Or as many dogs as want to go out. Seeing an apple fall from a tree, Isaac Newton wonders why it doesn't fall off. Instead, he realizes that matter attracts matter, which helps develop his law of gravity. Mali's Emperor Mansa Musa makes an opulent pilgrimage to Mecca. Stopping in Cairo, he gives away so much gold that he destabilizes the Egyptian economy. I've heard of this story. This guy's crazy. What's Mecca? He's making a pilgrimage to Mecca because he's Muslim. Just to be active. There we go. 23 out of 28. I'll take that. You know, obviously, we've done better. Good. Wargy! Wordgy. Remote. Remote S. No, remote. Remote. What? SD. That was very helpful. Oh. My car doesn't have that, so I don't think about it very much. My wife's does. Mine does not. I don't have a car quite that new. And that's fine by me. Shortly after the model year of my car, they started putting the screens in the car that have, like, you have to do a screen to, like, change the radio and the climate control and everything. I don't want that. I'm with the boomers on this one. Okay. Yes, that's it. That's the only. Okay. Okay. I'll take that. That's on me. Okay. I don't know what that OU is. You can go that right now. This smell? It is. Alright. In? Oh yeah, baby. We're onto it now. Get a C in it. There we go. There we go. Now we know. PI something EL. Because that ES there. Oh, pixel? Yeah, it was. Alright. That's gonna be phone then. Alright, so I got E, I got U, R, M. So I gotta go somewhere. I don't know where. But the M is at the beginning. R is there. Is it femur? That's right, femur. Yeah. I like adding letters. Look at that. Look at that. Pass that along. Okay. That vowel. Man. Oh, look, you can see S-A-E-E-G. Nice and easy. S-P-A. That's there because the R can go. Alright. B. Alright. The O, it's A goes right there. So. Broad. C-O-M. A. Nothing else. So probably a comma. S. S. Swine. Alright. Now what's going on over here? There's a UR is there, other R there, F? No. F. Sure then. There we go. Only didn't use 2 letters today. Only 2 letters didn't get used. Wild. Q and C. Alright, we got some islands. Islands are always the worst one. This looks like all you know, the critters. What do they call them? You know what I'm talking about. The critters that make dough. Coral. Doesn't say coral at all. So probably in the Pacific somewhere. Let's try Tuvalu. Nope. Okay. Way off. 7,000. Here's the problem. I don't actually remember exactly where Tuvalu is. So, no, yeah, 7,000 miles away from Tuvalu. Not as helpful as I would like it to be. Let's try. Yeah. Let's try something in the Caribbean. It's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be in the Caribbean. But let's try something in the Caribbean just so we know. Definitely not the Bahamas. That's okay. I like the Bahamas. Bermuda. Way off. Way off from Bermuda. Okay, so. Okay, let's see. I know where the Solomon Islands are. Let's try those. That'll give me an idea on where things are. Okay! Okay, so it's, was it over by Madagascar? Was it like, what do we got there? We got, Martinique, doesn't look like that. Reunion, which doesn't look like that. Is it S? We're in the right area. We're in the right area. Okay. Comoros there, or is it off the other side? Probably off the other side. No. Okay. It is. Okay. Is it like British? It is. There we go. Yeah, alright. Reunion. Martinique. Wait. It's not Martinique. It's Mauritius. Sri Lanka? Sure, why not? Alright, so is that Maldives? Okay, this one is alphabetically after Reunion before Sri Lanka. Pretty limited. I think I might be able to just find it. After Reunion, before Sri Lanka. Buddy, are the dogs still outside? Can you have them not still be outside, please? The British Ocean. Diego Garcia is best known today for housing a large blank jointly used by the U.S. Well, it could be. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay. I forgot to switch over to the geography mode anyway. The dogs were stuck outside. So you gotta deal with that. Oh, right. Check that out. But also, there we go. Okay, anyway. Where was I? Ah! That's not supposed to be. Why'd that move? All I did was click. There we go, okay. Anyway. Salomon Islands. Okay. Oh, that one looks flag. No? Okay, fine. Oh, Zambia. Okay. Estimated population. Just little. Oh, that's little. I thought it was. 3,000. What is the currency used? Well, man, I gotta do something about this internet. It gives me so much trouble. Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna try it. I was trying this out. All right, so Thursday. Okay, Thursday 30. Try this baby. I can never. The Nordic Cross is always thrown. Like, which Nordic Cross is this? I don't know, man. Feels like one of these two, though. Let me go with this. Of these four world capitals, which one is closest to Seattle, Washington? I would think it's Tokyo. Identify the country or territory shown by the geographic outline as Chile. Prime meridian at 0 degrees longitude passes through or near several major cities. Which of these is the closest? London, I would think. Yeah, that's the whole point of it. Identify a country is Japan. Approximately 2,130 meters or 6,990 feet above sea level. Which U.S. state capital sits higher than Denver? Ooh, that's a good one. Well, not Santa Fe. I don't think it's Salt Lake City. Gotta be one of these two, right? We go with Cheyenne. It was Santa Fe. Oh. Identify the country or territory. That's New Zealand. Borneo is the world's third largest island. How many countries share the island? Borneo is 3 countries because it's got Malaysia and Burundi and Hanoi, Borneo. Yeah, and Indonesia. So 3. Brunei, not Burundi. Which is the furthest north? Boston. No, Venice. Huh. Which is the longest river located entirely within the United States? Missouri. Wow. Oh, so yeah. It's Missouri. Cool. Of all 50 U.S. states, which one shares the longest land border with Canada, stretching over? That'd be, Alaska. Identify a country. That's Italy. Bering Strait separates North America from another continent by only 53 miles. Which continent lies just across this narrow passage? Asia. Excluding Russia, a transcontinental country, which country has the largest? It's the largest wholly in Europe. Ukraine, right? Yeah. So the 5 Great Lakes, 4 are shared with Canada. Which Great Lake lies entirely in the U.S. borders? Lake Michigan. There it is. Which U.S. state in the contiguous 48 is closest to Africa? That's Maine. A lot of people don't catch that, but it is. Which country or territory does this flag belong to? It's either Poland or. I want to go there. See that's hateful. Okay, think about where these major. Oh, is Poland white over red? Probably what it is. Think about where these major world cities sit on the globe. Which one is closest to the equator? Okay. Not Miami. Let's just get that right out of the way. Oh, let me think here. Okay, so Miami is there. Cairo is actually pretty similar to Miami, I think. Karachi. I might actually be. I have to remember where in India Karachi is. I might actually be just because of the one they picked. But I don't remember where. Only one continent has territory in all 4 hemispheres. Northern, southern, eastern, and western. Which one is it? Territory in all 4 hemispheres. Okay. Africa. Yeah. Several major cities sit near the equator. Which of these capital cities is closest to 0 latitude, the equator? Singapore was Quito. Apparently, one U.S. state has no naturally occurring lakes. All of its bodies of water are man-made reservoirs. Which one is it? I mean, the temptation is to say Arizona, obviously. But you watch Maryland. Maryland have any? It's just this little strip of nothing. Arizona seems so. It seems too obvious. But Maryland, I can't think of a single lake in Maryland. There it is. One Canadian city lies south of Detroit, Michigan, at approximately. Yeah, that's Windsor. Of these 4 major southern hemisphere cities, which one sits closest to the South Pole? The most south. Cape Town is pretty far south, but not as far south as Australia. Buenos Aires, pretty far north of South America, so it's gonna be Sydney or Auckland. I think it's Auckland. Which of the cities is close to New York City as the crow flies? Maybe either London or LA. Picture the Western United States. Of these 4 cities, which one sits furthest west? Reno. Which African country has 3 capital cities? South Africa, right? Yeah. Some countries stretch dramatically from north to south. Which of these countries spans the most degrees of latitude? Chile. Which city is Australia's capital? Canberra. South Korea's only land border is with most country North Korea. Ireland is the blank largest island in Europe. Well, where are we defining Europe? The smaller than Great Britain. Smaller than Iceland. Bigger than, like, Sicily. Bigger than Greece. Bigger than Cyprus. So that would put it as third. Unless Greenland counts, because it's owned by Denmark. Then it would be fourth. I'm gonna guess third. Yep. Greenland doesn't count. Good. Alright. Bam! 24 out of 30, 80% accuracy. I bested 96% of takers. I'll accept those results. I'm happy with that. Travel from Malawi to Somaliland. Is that gonna be Tanzania? Is that where we're gonna get up there? Yep. Kenya to Ethiopia, right? Bam. Oh yeah, I could have also done Somalia. I was wondering if I could have just done Somalia to Kenya, and I could have. United States. Travel from North Dakota to California. I mean, I have to either, because of where North Dakota is, I have to either go through Montana or South Dakota. I go through Montana. I can do Montana, Idaho to. Can I do Idaho to Nevada? I think I. Yeah. Yeah. Montana, Idaho. Oh, I can just do Oregon. Take all the guesswork out of it. Yeah, bottom. All right, cool. And time for the travel. Today, I'd like to travel from Denmark to Greece while traveling along the coast. Okay, so presumably they want to go west, right? Well, I mean, definitely Germany. Germany's going to be the first pick, no matter what's happening. Oh. It's like sometimes they're just like, oh yeah, I want you to go a different direction than you expect because it just happens to have fewer countries. But I don't think East can possibly have fewer. Just the shape of it. So Netherlands, to Belgium, France, Spain, and Portugal. Move back around for a little bit to Monaco. Forget Monaco. Italy, Slovenia, Croatia, and yep, we gotta get that 20-mile bit of Bosnia in there. Montenegro. Montenegro. That's great. Yeah. Albania. That's how we do. Look at that. Look at that. Great. Great. Fraser Gasser. Okay. Music National Is this? Oh, too far north. That's the problem. I want to be down here. Do it. Alright, let's try expert mode. Let's go. Boom. I think we would do anything for 30 seconds. Let me respond to this second. Alright. Okay. Boom. Boom. Go. Root to where I'm one. It's like French speaking Africa, maybe? Three towns. Three that out. Okay, so what do we got? French over here. French speaking bits over here. Nothing. I'm getting nothing. Okay. Place. I got no idea. Nothing. So. Wait. Here it is. Oh, oh, hey, 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 ho, ho. Okay, okay. Get real close in here. How do I find I want to be over here? Yeah. Oh! Dang! So close. So close. Did you see me? Okay. Okay. What the heck? What the? Where? Oh, it's gotta be here. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, so it's gotta be stuff over here. Fiji, right? Samoa's over there? Oh, wait, so not that way. It's gotta be like right here. So what's this bit? Oh, hey. Okay, so it's not here. It's not New Zealand, is it? Here, I'm trying to guess all the tiniest little islands. Oh my god. I'm an idiot. Okay. Just think the easiest stuff. Just think of the easiest stuff. Try that. Ooh. You. Nice. Okay, so what this one is it's a chess game that I've recently started trying out. I'm not good at chess, I should clarify. I think people think I'm going to be good at chess, and then I'm not. The objective here is to wipe out all the things. Oh. And just have one piece left. See? Like that. If there's a king on the board, the king has to be the last thing showing. Pawns can't take anything, which is ridiculous. And you can't make any moves that don't result in taking. Okay. Okay. But yeah, but then okay. Yeah, I don't either. There we go. Yeah, like that. All right, let's see here. No, but I don't know how it could not be. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, so I started trying this one yesterday. It's fun. I haven't decided whether I'm not gonna keep it, but I'm definitely not gonna keep streaming. It. All right. Anyway, so that is that. So just remind you. Where's it at? There it is. Exiles Among You. Exiles of Asgard is our tabletop RPG campaign event for Extra Life 2026. Keep an eye out for that. That will be Saturday, April 11th for Tabletop Appreciation Weekend. We will be doing that from noon till 10 p.m. And then come here, you. Yeah, 61 to be on stream. And then for game week, that'll be November 14th and 15th for us. November 14th, we're doing Icarus, which is a sci-fi survival session-based sci-fi survival game on a planet where terraforming has gone terribly awry. And then on the 15th, we're going to finish Exiles of Asgard. Both those days will be 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So keep an eye out for that. Join us for those. Don't forget, in the meantime, we still have our weekly shows. So this coming Monday is the, is Clearance Out Cyberpunks. So that'll be that's our Shadowrun game. That'll be happening Monday. Join us for that. And we will continue to have adventures in Paris and see how that goes. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me today. Have a good day. And yeah, see you next time.